Dr. Randy here with my co-host Olivia Sacchi from the University of Arizona Veterinary School. I got that right this time.
I know, I'm excited.
Yay.
Bear down.
Yeah, absolutely.
Excited to see you guys.
And we're here today to answer a question from Elena in Alaska. Elena wants to know about how to approach your veterinarian with some of these holistic modalities. Did I get that right?
Yeah, so our question is basically when you're going to your primary veterinarian and you want to pursue holistic treatment, but they don't have access to or information about it, how do you approach that?
I tell my pet parents to ask gingerly.
Yeah.
Some veterinarians feel accosted by the question,
Right.
because it's like, I read on Google that I should be doing this for this.
Right.
And instead of going in and saying, hey, my animal, we've diagnosed inflammatory bowel disease. Are there any foods or supplements that I might be able to use that would be more natural or holistic that I could help my pet with?
And that's actually was part of Elena's question too,
Good.
was she wanted to be respectful when bringing up this question. But even as a veterinary student, it's not really something that we get taught about too much, holistic and integrative medicine. They're very much, here's the traditional approach. And so if somebody came to me with that question, I might not have the correct answers. So how would you navigate that situation?
Right. But see, you're going to have the right answers,
right,
because we're going to teach you all that. You
because
already know, because you already
I bother
look at
Dr. Randy all the
well,
time.
one of the best goals for me coming up in the next couple of years is to try to get what we call an integrative track put into the veterinary schools.
I remember we were talking about
We're
this.
going to approach the University of Arizona, but there's some other possibilities. But I really want to see one course being taught through at least one vet school in the United States to help, because often this is how it starts.
Right.
But the idea is that sometimes if you're a veterinarian, what really we want to see the response is, I don't know about using B12 for bowel disease, but I'll look it up.
Exactly.
Or I don't know about B12, but here's a person who may, let's find out from them,
right.
and access it. If you get like, oh, that's hocus pocus and it doesn't work, I would suggest you might want to look at a different veterinarian.
I was going to say, interesting response. But the big thing in science and in medicine is collaboration and communication.
Yep.
And so if you ask your veterinarian about it in a respectful way, which you just provided an avenue to do that, they, like myself, they should be willing to look that up, to go communicate with other people, reach out to holistic integrative medicine veterinarians.
Absolutely.
And so don't be afraid to do that, I would say.
Yeah, I think it's certainly something, it's a great question. There's no reason not to ask it. I'm always encouraged to see people asking that question and getting the right answers or moving in that direction as much as possible. But yes, exactly what you talked about. Remember, none of us went into veterinary medicine to be extremely wealthy or the God gives answers to all the questions.
Right.
We're here for the right reasons. Just sometimes we're trained so Western or classically that you get the prescription diet recommendation.
Exactly.
Or you get the medication recommendation. And hopefully there's some other options that we can turn you on to that will help.
And I think that's a great point. Remembering that veterinarians, the reason we got into this, the reason I and Dr. Randy got into it is because not only do we love your pets, but we love communicating with people, and helping the pets that bring them joy, that bring them comfort. And so don't be afraid to advocate for yourself, to advocate for your pet patients in a respectful way. But I think that's a really great question, and we appreciate receiving it.
Absolutely.
Perfect. So thank you guys so much for joining us today. Hope you learned a little bit more. And you can follow us both on social media. Dr. Randy has an Instagram. It's at Dr. Randy Pet Vet. Also has a YouTube account at the same handle, at Dr. Randy Pet Vet. So make sure to follow and subscribe. New content's going to come out every week. For myself, I have an Instagram at Dr. Sacchi. That's Dr. Sacci. And thank you so much for your time today,
Absolutely.
Dr. Randy.
And remember to pass this on to your pet parents or guardians that are your friends so that they'll have this information also, because the more information we get out, the more we educate our pet population, the better we're going to get wellness, longevity, and health span. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.